So I mentioned it. The Lakers, they're in action tonight. And Big Perk, you're going to have a chance to weigh in on this in just a second. But the Lakers, they are in Utah tonight. Remember, who is currently out of the play-in picture completely. For more on the Lakers and their plight to make the play-in, I am joined now by senior NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski and Dave McMenamin, who is embedded with the Lakers for us and is also in Utah. And we all know by now who isn't with the team, right? LeBron James, who is here in L.A. rehabbing his left ankle. But Woj, I'm going to start with you because, as usual, you tweeted our news and our newsroom reacted. What's the latest on LeBron and Anthony Davis' status for rejoining the team?
Yeah, Malika, let's start with LeBron James, who's been out since Sunday with that ankle sprain. I'm told that he's going to try to test that ankle out on Friday at home against New Orleans and see if he can return to the lineup. And Anthony Davis, he's looking also at Friday for his return. Obviously, he's been out since February 16th, and he's going to ramp up on Friday as if he's going to play, get their pregame, and see if he's ready to go. He's not going to be 100% when he returns to the lineup, but they understand in L.A. Time is of the essence. This is a team with 7 games left. They want to get in that play-in, and now the possibility exists that Anthony Davis and LeBron James potentially could both play on Friday.
All right, so they could return as soon as Friday. Woj, thank you so much. Dave, as for Anthony Davis and LeBron, or the LeBron-less Lakers, let's say, they have the second toughest remaining schedule, as we just detailed, and that starts tonight against the Jazz, who are also struggling, losers of the last 5 straight. How much weight are the Lakers putting on this game?
Malika, it's really trying to respond from last game in Dallas, where they fell down by 37 points. They were talking themselves into playing with a level of competitiveness that they showed last week without LeBron and Anthony Davis against the Philadelphia 76ers. That wasn't anywhere to be found against the Dallas Mavericks. I asked Russell Westbrook, considering your success against the Jazz this season, the Jazz are the only team out of the Lakers' remaining 6 opponents that the Lakers have a winning percentage against. They're 2-0. Is that something you can take into this game with some confidence? And he said, it means absolutely nothing. It doesn't matter. We need to find a way to compete. We talked to Stanley Johnson about the effort that they showed against the Mavericks, and he said it just wasn't acceptable. Frank Vogel wants them to find a greater commitment and intention on the defensive end and let the offense sort itself out from there. But again, as you mentioned, Malika, this is a Jazz team that they have something to prove themselves because they're coming off that embarrassing loss to the Clippers. They're going to want to get right being back at home, and it's going to be another uphill battle for the Lakers tonight.
Absolutely. I was chatting with Donovan Mitchell in the hallway after that Clippers game, and he knows that this game is circled, and he wants to win it. Dave, thank you so much. We're going to see you on the 6 o'clock Sports Center later this evening. I do want to bring back in Big Perk, Brian Windhorst, and Vince Carter. So there's a lot on the line down the stretch here for the Lakers. We've talked about it a lot this week. But Perk, I know you don't think the Lakers are going to make the play-in tournament. I know that. But they are still very much in contention for it. So for them to actually make it, who is going to be the most important player?
The player that they traded for this offseason, and Russell Westbrook. Look, we know that LeBron James is not going to be 100%. Hell, he might not be 75%. Same with Anthony Davis. But this is the time for Russell Westbrook to step up. Like, Russell Westbrook has an opportunity in front of him to shut a lot of people up, including myself, and bounce back from the season that he's had thus far. So I'm looking at Russell Westbrook out of the big 3. He's the guy that's healthy. He's the guy that's available. He's the guy that doesn't have question marks whether he's going to return, how he's going to look. He is there. So I'm going to say it's got to be Russell Westbrook who's going to be the most important player for as the Lakers getting into the play-in tournament.
Who would you say, Vince?
Well, I said all of them. I said all of them. They all play a role because their presence.
You can't say all of them.
No, wait. I'm getting it. Wait a minute.
Give him time.
But I said all 3 of those guys on the floor are needed. They play an important role. But I said, who has the biggest? Who's the most important? I think it's Anthony Davis.
Okay.
I think it's Anthony Davis who has to step up because I agree with his injury. He's coming back, but this is the guy in the bubble. We said, Perk, I even heard you said this guy could be the MVP the following year. They need bubble AD to show up. And yes, I know he's injured. I know that. They have 7 games left. Maybe the first 2 games, maybe a little rough to get his legs back. But they're going to need that effort and everybody else will follow. If not, they're going home.
Yeah, but Vince, they don't have 2 games to waste.
What do you think, Brian?
So I appreciate what Perk said about Westbrook. The thing about it is, Perk, I think Westbrook is playing the best he can. I mean, the game in Dallas wasn't good, but if you go back and look at his last 15, 16 games, this is the best he's played this year. His turnovers are down. They're still high, but they're down. His shooting is up. He's been better, and they still haven't been winning. And I just can't trust Anthony Davis. He probably wouldn't be playing if this wasn't a playoff race. So I have to say LeBron, and it's unfair to LeBron because he's got a bad knee and a bad ankle.
Totally.
He's already giving them incredible minutes. I mean, he's playing more minutes in March than he's played in any month since he was 29, since 8 years ago. So I don't even really, I'm saying this, I don't even really think it's fair to ask more from him, but I think he's the only guy who's got more to give at this point. The only time that they seem to win is when he plays absolutely top of his game. So sorry, but it's probably got to be him.
Yeah, I want to ask y'all something, and start with you, Malik. I want to ask you this. What are the Lakers trying to do at this moment, right? You're bringing back a LeBron James that's not fully healthy. You're bringing back an Anthony Davis that's not fully healthy. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, can you help me out for a second?
Can I help you? I mean, at this point, they're still in the play-in race, though, Big Perk. So, I mean, we just detailed it. There's only a half game that's separating them and the Spurs, so why wouldn't they be going?
So you go all in with not being fully healthy, right? And then you get into the play-in tournament, and let's say they do win the play-in tournament. And then you have to maybe face a team
Well, they have to win twice, right? Because they're looking at being in that 9-10 bracket, not that 7-8 bracket. So you have to win twice and then play the Phoenix Suns on the other side.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.